In 1996, scientists announced they'd found evidence of possible Martian life. But Mars is a frozen desert planet. Its surface is completely uninhabitable. So could these strange shapes really be ancient alien fossils?
Release and liftoff.
And why do scientists think they might be able to find more of them?
I've always loved space. There's all kinds of things moving around, and we have no idea what's out there.
Planetary scientist Nina Lanza knows it can be difficult to interpret images from space.
This is Percival Lowell, who was an astronomer in the 1880s who was obsessed with Mars. He made many observations of the surface of Mars using telescopes on the ground on Earth.
Lowell's maps of Mars led to an idea that has enthralled us ever since.
What he thought he saw were these canal features. He thought he could see signs of a civilization on the surface of Mars. And these ideas had a huge impact, not just on science fiction, but also actual science.
So in 1964, when NASA's pioneering Mariner 4 probe reached the Red Planet, the public eagerly awaited their first look at the alien world.
Mariner 4 was the very first time we had close-up images of Mars from a spacecraft. People, when they first saw them, were incredibly disappointed because they looked nothing like the Mars of our imagination. There were no alien civilizations, there was no water, there were just a bunch of craters, and it really looked like the moon.
But just 7 years later, Mariner 9 made scientists think again. Its more powerful camera revealed something remarkable etched on the Martian surface.
This is an image from Mariner 9, and it's a really important image because it was the first time scientists saw evidence that there might be something more on the surface than just craters. This is a very sinuous channel that looks like it was carved by flowing water.
Each mission that followed has unearthed more evidence that Mars was not always a dry, frozen planet.
The Viking orbiters sent back some incredibly beautiful images, things like these flowing channels and teardrop islands, both of which suggest that water was once abundant on the surface and flowing, making these features. Mars Global Surveyor sent back this one, which shows a feature that looks like a beautiful river delta. The twin rovers Spirit and Opportunity found dramatic evidence. These are hematite spheres, and they form in water. This is a vein of a mineral called gypsum. So gypsum is a mineral that not only forms in water, but actually contains water in its structure.
It's now known that in the first 1 or 2 billion years of its life, Mars was much more like Earth. It had a thick atmosphere and was covered in rivers, lakes, and seas.
There is overwhelming evidence, just looking at the surface, that there was a lot of liquid water on Mars's surface in the past.
However, this discovery, while extraordinary, did not prove Mars also had life.
Life needs water, but that's only one thing that it needs. It also needs certain chemical ingredients and also environmental conditions before it can actually develop and thrive.